Last week, Maine's two largest newspapers, usually competitors, joined forces for an investigation into misconduct among the ranks of the Maine State Police.
In the three-part series, the Portland Press-Herald, Maine Sunday Telegram, and the Bangor Daily News reported that the state police have a history of non-transparency when it comes to disciplining those guilty of misconduct. According to records the newspapers obtained from the state police, from 2015 to 2020, there were more than 200 internal affairs investigations in which findings were reached. In
65 of those cases, the allegations against an officer were found to be true. In 13 of them, reporters were able to determine that an officer was disciplined, but there was no record of what they did wrong. In just 7 of those cases, there was some information about what the misconduct was. Tonight, the head of the Maine State Police, Colonel John Cody, is responding to those articles.
He sat down for an interview with News Center Maine's Hannah Deneen, and she's outside State Police headquarters in Augusta tonight. Good evening, Hannah.
Hi, Amanda. Well, Colonel Cody told me today the same thing that he told writers for those two newspapers, that his department is legally constrained by what it can report in cases of officer misconduct. But he says moving forward, he's willing to work with legislators to increase transparency.
We absolutely would come alongside with the legislature and work to inform and educate them on our perspective of the benefits of increased transparency and accountability.
Maine State Chief of Police Colonel Cody says broader transparency and accountability in all public sector positions would benefit everyone if the law allows for it.
We're always looking for ways to improve and evaluate ourselves, but I think in this case it's clearly law.
The law he's referencing, Title V, Section 7070, covering personnel records. A key part of the law allows for cases of confirmed misconduct to be public record. It does not specify how detailed those records must be. Cody says the state police interpretation is that it does not authorize the release of investigation details.
Getting extra details or getting into the narrative about the investigative process is not allowed in our interpretation of the law for that final discipline. It's pretty short. This was the finding. This is the action that you're alleged to have done, and this is the discipline that is recommended and being proposed.
However, in the first article published on this subject, the newspapers say the law was intended to strike a balance between privacy and transparency. They say today state police routinely defy the spirit of that compromise. The papers point to other police departments across the state, namely the Cumberland County Sheriff's Department, which document and make public in more detail officer misconduct. Asked why state police could not follow their lead.
And that's kind of a question probably for our legal teams, right? When we present the request and present our records that are relevant to that request, it really is our staff attorney and attorneys from the Bureau of Human Resources that determine the exact content of our response.
Beyond the scrutiny they're facing, Cody says every member of the Maine State Police Department recognizes what they represent is larger than themselves.
We're one of the few agencies that I'm aware of that holds our people accountable both on duty and off duty.
And on his watch, he will vie for more accountability and transparency.
We know that our agency has a legacy and that it's known for integrity and excellence and a higher level of service, and we are not going to be the generation that messes that up. Our
full interview with Colonel Cody will be posted on our website later tonight. Meanwhile, I spoke with one of the journalists behind this investigation who says today, in the end, this isn't about police, it's about public access to information, about the conduct of those employed in the public trust. You can find the full investigation on the Bangor Daily News or the Portland Press-Herald websites. Live in Augusta, Hannah Deneen, News Center, Maine.
All right, Hannah, thank you.